All right, by show of hands, who likes fishing? Okay, pretty much all of you. Yeah, fishing is awesome. I love fishing, and I'm here to show you a different variation of fishing called fly fishing. I just got into fly fishing like 3 years ago, thanks to my grandpa. Not the one here, different one. His name's Cyrus, and he's been like fly fishing his whole life, and now he's like he's just a retired dude that fly fishes every day. Today I will show you the basic gear associated with fly fishing and how to cast a rod. So first things first, before you can even go fly fishing, you're gonna need a vest, and I'll put it on. You're gonna need a vest. It's a proper area to store all your fly fishing gear. So next thing, so just like normal fishing around here, we have our basic tools, the snips, and I forgot my pliers. And pliers. Pliers is just like if you can't get a hook out of a fish's mouth, you use the pliers. And then the snips, it's used to cut line. I wouldn't say you need like really like heavy duty snips, because you're not going to be dealing with like heavy duty line. Mostly you're going to be dealing with like 2 to 3 pound tests. And then also I'll show you guys the flies. Flies like lures. I have, these are like nymphs and stuff. So I have this beetle. It's like really beaten up. I've used this one a lot, but this is like the beetle one. These are all homemade by my grandpa. He's made them all. And then there's some other, like there's like these like small ones, and yeah, I have a whole bunch of other, ignore the pill bottle. That's what my grandpa does that. We got more magic beetles, I call them. And then I have a whole other box. And, oh my gosh. These are like streamers used for like deeper water and bigger fish. And those are like the nymphs and stuff, whatever. Then, you're gonna need, a leader straightener. I'll talk to you what a leader is in a sec. But a leader straightener is, you're gonna take your leader, you put it in, and you're gonna just kind of like it gives it that flush presentation for the fish, so you can catch fish unless you're in like a stream that has no fish. It gives you that precise fishing presentation for your fish. And then a leader is, if I go grab my, and also you're gonna need a reel. Yeah, you're gonna need a reel. Let me show you the leader. I gotta grab it. As I'm doing the presentation, it has to get all caught up in time. Yeah. This thin line is your leader. Obviously, you don't want to be throwing this in the water. The fish are going to see that, and they're just going to swim away, and you're going to feel sad. And so this is your leader. Gives it that precise fishing. And then this really thick line is your buoyant, it's called. And the reason it's so thick is when you're casting, it gives it better accuracy. So and it's colorful because you got to be able to see it in the air. So now that I've shown you guys how to, your basic gear associated with fly fishing, I'm going to show you how to cast a fly fishing rod. Also, you're gonna need a fly. This is a fly tube. like a fly rod tube. It's so like if you're traveling long distances, this helps so you don't have a 7-foot pole in your car. So yeah, look at this. I'm not gonna connect the whole rod. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, it's just not gonna fit. Yeah. So when casting a rod, you want to have a good stance. You don't want to be sitting down. You don't want to be on your one leg doing everything. So basically you got to go like this. This is how you should grip your handle. And you can already see like the thumb imprint of the handle. So when holding it up, you don't want it vertically or else it's going to get all tangled up in your rod. You want it tilted at an angle, and when you're casting, you should go like this. 11, 1, 11, 1. You should think of it as a clock, and you should be going like 11, 1, 11, 1. And it's not always like, you're not always using your wrist. It's more of the arm. So in time, in theory, your arm is going to be the one getting tired. So 11, 1, 11, 1. That's the normal 11, 1 cast. So now imagine you're on a stream. You're not going to have this really wide, there's going to be line everywhere. So if you imagine you're on a stream and there's trees behind you, you're not going to go like this because you're just going to get tangled in a tree. You're going to use a roll cast, it's called, and you tilt it. You have it up vertically, but you tilt it back so all the line's going, and you just go like this. You go like that, and yeah. That's the roll cast, and then I have the sidearm cast, and I mean, if you got to go underneath the tree, you just do your normal 11-1 cast, but you're doing it sidearm. Then the sling cast, ideally, you take your lure, and then you just like you bend it back and you fling it into the water. Ideally, let it go downstream. That means downstream means it's going to pick up a current, and then you're just going to let it go down the current. Then you just drop, and then it's just drop it in the water, cast. Drop it in the water. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of how you do everything. So now that I've shown you guys how the basic gear associated with fly fishing, and also how to cast a rod, I hope you understand and take account how magnificent and ravishing fly fishing can be. Not just the fishing part of it, but also the great outdoors. I hope you all consider fly fishing and bowling as a hobby, because without them, there's nothing in this world. Thanks for listening to my speech.